Hey everybody, my name is Tony Sesto, Sesto Custom Cycles. Here today at the shop, checking out the new project we're doing for Sneaker Nation TV. It will be the new Nike phone bike. Just kind of going over all the elements of what we're going to be doing with this project and how we're going to turn a normal street bike into a shoe. One of the first things we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the double-sided swing arm that you traditionally see on the sport bikes. We're going to fabricate a single-sided swing arm. Obviously with the shoe, the Galaxy is a big thing, so what we're going to plan on doing is we went from the stock 17-inch wheel to an 18-inch 240. It's actually 8.5 inches wide now instead of 6 inches wide. 1 inch larger in diameter. We're actually not going to do a cut wheel. We're going to leave it clean in the surface like this, black chrome the entire wheel, and then actually airbrush the Galaxy, kind of like the Milky Way on there. So as it's turning, that'll be the pattern of the wheel. In order to do this, we not only have to make the swing arm, but we also have to make the whole hub assembly. We have to make the adapter plates to make sure that this wheel stays on while it's being ridden. This bike is not going to be a trailer queen. It's going to be ridden well, around the country as we're taking it on tour. So we actually had to make a whole setup that can bolt on, and all the lugs will bolt on there, and we'll have a nice clean center cap kind of covering this up. Something to the degree of this, just to create a completely open and floating wheel. All right, for the front wheel, we're gonna leave it solid as well. Black chrome it, do the Galaxy on both sides, just like the back wheel. However, we wanna make sure that we can see the right side, so when you photograph the bike or stare at the bike and have that more as the show side, that both wheels appear to be floating. So we're actually gonna shave the caliper bracket off of the fork blade. In order to do that, we're actually not gonna have a rotor on that side. So we made these custom hubs that are gonna basically take a single rotor on the left. You can see how big and how much wheel that will actually cover up. It covers up quite a bit of the wheel. So what we did is we're gonna do this on one side. We're gonna use custom rotors from Europe that actually, one of these will work as good or better than the two factory ones. So we're gonna go ahead and use these. These things are pretty hard to come by. They're more of a European race brake for some of the GP bikes. We have this in quite a few of our bikes actually here at the shop. On the other side of the wheel, you still want to be able to create that floating illusion. So we're actually going to put this on here to where it has no rotor. So once we shave off the caliper bracket and the caliper off of the right side of the bike, we're going to use this hub piece right here that was also custom made to really open up the wheel so we can get that same effect with the Galaxy going in there. So we'll keep the hubs in chrome, black chrome, with the Milky Way twisting as the bike's riding, to conform with the theme of the shoe. Alright, as part of the bike that we're doing, we're actually going to do the Sneaker Nation TV logo in the back of this race tail. We actually wanted to keep it more clean, a little more room for artwork on it, so we're going to go with this race tail on it, which means all the girls will just have to meet us at home and wait for us there. We're going to run it with a Toast Brothers exhaust. It's actually going to have a dual exhaust, one on each side, and it's actually going to be four mufflers. These will eventually be black chromed, and they'll fit in there nice and tight like that. Give it a nice clean look, and a very, very, very aggressive sound to it. So that's what we're going to keep doing with the back of the bike. The front of the bike will also be have a molded gas tank with a pop-up cap, and we have a few different more performance mods that we're going to do as well. The entire motorcycle will be plated in black chrome. So the swing arm, the frame, the forks, all the big components, engine covers, everything's gonna be done in black chrome. We're gonna try to make this thing dark, like, you know, kind of like the universe. And all the actual individual hardware, all the bolts, nuts, washers, will actually be done in chrome, just to kind of like emulate stars. So we figured we're trying to do something with the Galaxy and the whole, you know, to fit the shoe. So we're gonna try to kind of emulate that into the metal parts of the bike. As far as for the accessories for this bike, you know, we can't just have a completely stock motorcycle, so PSR took care of us and sent in some of their new products. They got some new bar end mirrors, some new adjustable levers. We got a lowering link that we have for it, so we can adjust the suspension. One of the new quarter turn race caps for their gas tank. Some front fork sliders. We got a new oil cap and a new adjustable kickstand. You know, they take pride in their product. This adjustable kickstand is actually a key component for this bike. On this particular build, we're actually going to do an air suspension, which is going to adjust the rear of the bike to being stock height or laying down on the ground, just like a car. but with a long kickstand, the bike has a tendency to fall over. So these adjustable kickstands are making it so when it's all the way down, we can actually have the thing still on the kickstand and the bike not fall over. So very key, good part, very good quality part, and will look very, very good on this bike.